Yo, slow budget. Once again. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Today's date is Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. I don't have a lot to talk about today, so we'll just see how we get this going. Oh, man, I did my push ups this morning. I was pretty proud of myself. I was going to try to do sets of 15 today, to catch up. And then when I got to 15, I was feeling good, so I went to 20. I'm like, okay, I'll do 25. When I got to 25, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? I got to 30. When I got to 30, I was like, man, I still feel good. I ended up with 36 straight push-ups. That's got to be my record. Man, I was like feeling good. My arms are sore, but I was still able to knock out 36 push-ups. So proud of myself for that. Let's see. Oh, went to the store this morning to get some gas. I picked up today's Minor. Rocky and Corey's pictures inside the Minor about this week's wrestling competition. There was a Terminator, so pretty, proud dad moment. I'm pretty braggadocious when it comes to my kids, as everyone should. And I love hearing stuff about other people's kids. Sometimes I feel like, man, like when Rocky was wrestling every weekend, I was just putting stuff every week. Oh, Rocky won this tournament. Rocky won that tournament. And I kind of felt like, man, I'm sorry to keep saying this, but people are like, nah, brag on your kids. And it's the same way. I love reading stuff about your kids on Facebook and seeing pictures of all their accomplishments, no matter what they're doing. I don't care what they're doing. I love it. Like I said, I've saw so many kids grow through Facebook that I've never even met personally, because it's just friends that I haven't seen in a while. So like I said, I love that on Facebook. I only got a few Snapchat questions for today. Two questions are pretty much the same, so I'm gonna bundle them together. One of them is what's the hardest part about doing a podcast, and how do I get started in a podcast? So I'll just group those together and answer them. It's not hard at all. Basically, all you need is a laptop. And when I first started, because I couldn't find my other mic, I was using a Rock Band mic that went into the USB, and it still sounded clear. So, you don't need much. Anybody wants to get started, I can show you how. There's free programs. Download Audacity for your PC. I don't know about Mac. I have no idea, but for PC, download Audacity and just learn to use it. It's a recording software, and it's also, you can edit and stuff from there. You can pretty much do everything from it. And then once you're done, you export it into an MP3, and then it's on your computer. Like I said, the hardest part is probably editing. Once you learn how to edit, and the rest is easy. And honestly, you don't even need a laptop anymore. There's an app on my phone I download, just records. So you could just talk into your phone, and it's pretty clear. And then from there, if you could edit from there, or have another phone app, and then you could upload it from there. So, nowadays it's so simple. The hardest part too is just doing it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it today, but I hit record and start talking. And that's the hardest part. Just so if you want to do it, like Nike says, just do it. You just got to get started slowly. If anybody needs help, come into the shop, message me. I'll show you how. Like I said, I'm in competition with no one. I would love to hear other people's podcasts that I know, local. That would be great. So if anybody needs help, just shoot me a message. Another question I got was you should interview local people, and I replied, it's already in the works. I've already asked a couple of people that I find interesting to be on the show. So we just got to set times, and I'm gonna interview them and put them on, and I'll be reaching out to more people. I love, meeting people, learning about people, learning about to me, it's different professions, no matter what you do, if I find it interesting, I'm sure we can find something to talk about. A couple of things I want to start doing is today's date in history. What happened on today's date in history? Because to me, I love learning stuff. My mind is vast knowledge. It soaks up information. I wish I could read as much as I used to. So back in the days, I always had a book. I was always reading. I love to read. I just don't have the time anymore. So as I'm researching for this, I'll see something interesting and be like, oh, okay, and I'll read into it. So today's date in history, March 8th. Back in 1817, the New York Stock Exchange was founded. Now, to me, this is big because I use it every day. I don't know if you're into stocks, and now with this smartphone, anybody could get you could get into the stock market with $2. It doesn't take much nowadays. Now, if you're like me, since Biden has been elected president, my portfolio is probably down over 10,000, and I'm not exaggerating. It's ridiculous. But like they say, you don't lose until you sell. So as long as I don't sell, technically I haven't lost it. It's still there because if a Republican president comes in office, traditionally stocks markets go up, and I technically have not lost the money until I sell, and I'm just holding. My portfolio has lost $10,000 since Brandon took office. That's all I'm saying. So hopefully we get a good Republican president in there, and stocks and crypto and everything starts moving up again. Another stock that I've been buying slowly is Lucid stock. Because it's low, it's only like $8.50 a share. But not only that, my son works for that company, so you know what I mean. So I just slowly been buying Lucid. Hopefully it goes up. Now the thing that sucks is it might go private. Lucid, like I don't know if I mentioned, competes with Tesla. Well, it doesn't really compete with Tesla because they make luxury electric cars. Like the cheapest car is 90 grand, go all the way up to 250 grand. So it's not for the everyday driver. A lot of these cars get shipped to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, pretty much, I think, is going to buy the company. If they take it private, they'll buy out all the shares and it'll just be their company. But hopefully they keep my son in with a job. Like I said, he's 21, good job. So, so in 1817, the New York Stock Exchange was founded. Another one's interesting. I don't know if you guys remember this. In 2014, a Malaysia flight carrying 239 passengers just disappeared, lost contact, and just vanished. It's supposed to be the most expensive search in history and the most mysterious because they've never found anything about it. No clues, no nothing. So that's just interesting if you want to read about that 2014 Malaysia flight. In 1971 is when Frazier ended Muhammad Ali's 31, fight streak at Madison Square Garden. It was dubbed the fight of the century. So a few things I just want, I'm going to do from time to time. This date in history. Let's see. Other than that, I'm going to make this show short. And tonight, if you guys are listening daily, tonight, if you want to come see some kids wrestle, our community schools has their first duel in the gym today, all the way from 4 years old to 12 years old. So come down. It's our little community. We're going to have kids from Hayden, Samuel, Mammoth, Kearney. Not sure about Hayden, but it's at least 4 towns that's supposed to be participating. So if you want to come down, Corey will be wrestling, and it's just it's so fun watching these little 4-year-olds wrestle. Yeah, it's just a good time all around. So if you're local and you're hearing this daily, come down, see some wrestling, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Burn one. Yo. 21. Slow budget. Once again.